Ah, what a beautiful view of the Sea of Japan. This is Sarogashima in Niigata. It's a beautiful island, about an hour by jet foil from the mainland, from Niigata Prefecture. This is the Aikawa town. And I'm here! This is the Only Japan Go channel. What you subscribe for? Live streams from all over Japan. That there on my shoulder is Jaya from Tokyo Llama. You ready for this? And we're about to take you to some abandoned houses that go from the sea here up until the hills. We're gonna be walking with you for about an hour. So you wanna buckle in, get some popcorn, get something from the refrigerator, and enjoy this live stream. The signal seems to be strong, which is important. Even out here, we have a very good 4G signal. Yes, we're live, and you're gonna want to make sure that you subscribe. We'll get a drink on the way. I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about Aikawa, and Jaya's gonna fill in the rest with all his information on abandoned houses. Oh, that was a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be. Thankfully, there's some steps here. Inside the building that we're gonna be taking you first, Ruth, who you saw last summer on Sado Island, as well as in an Enoshima Spa episode in 2018, is gonna join us and give us a little bit of an introduction into this area of the town. You can see up there are some roads. This is an old town. It's a gold town, right? I'm not so sure too much about the history, but this is a gold town. They had a gold rush, just like in the United States. The rush is over. It's very quiet. And that means there's a lot of abandoned houses. We're going to be introducing you more tomorrow than today. What's called the Akiya Bank. Akiya means abandoned house. And a bank is just a database. It's not actually a bank, is it?
No.
No, it's not actually a bank.
Yeah, listing all the houses.
It's a listing of,
They
yeah.
help you out with finding and information about how to buy or rent, I think.
Right.
We'll find out a bit more tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting. Tomorrow night, we're also going to be having dinner with people from the Akiya Bank here and talking more in depth. And I think they want to try to get these houses filled with people. The population has been sort of going down. That's not a good thing for any town. And it's, even right now, it's so quiet, right? There's a couple of cars. Here's, Jaya's got a map right here. Let's take a look here. We've just walked a little bit from the sea. We were right around here, right? Somewhere around here. And this is an old map of the area. So this part of Sado Island, which looks like a butterfly if you look at it from Google Map. I put a link in the description. We're on the west side of the island, and we're gonna be walking, I guess, up this way towards an old abandoned prison. And on the way, there's a bunch of Akiya. Inside that brown, new-looking building, in the center of your screen, is where we're gonna meet Ruth. On the right, though, just a quick note. That's the only convenience store on this side of the island. It's a Lawson's, and they've toned down the sign. They've made it black instead of blue, so it sort of fits in with the neighborhood a little bit. I think a lot of you have heard about this. Like 7-Eleven, convenience stores, they can't have really bright colors. They want to fit into the neighborhood, and it's a condition of them being here, and Lawson's has done that. Sado Island is also famous for this bird called the toki, which went extinct and was brought back and is now starting to repopulate the island. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a chance to see one. It'll come land on my shoulder or on Jaya's head, right? So you've never been to Sado Island?
No, it's my first time.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Like a mysterious, hidden island somewhere.
It is pretty mysterious. When you get off of the ferry, it's like you've come to a different world. And I was talking with Ruth before. It's like, and she asked me this question. It's like, when you came to Sado, how do you feel? How did it make you feel? I guess it makes me feel free from all of the stuff that I left on the mainland. When I come here, I don't really think about work, right? I don't know. Are you thinking about renovating your house?
No, I'm trying to give my shoulders a rest. I've been sanding and I'm tired.
Good. This is a nice little vacation then. Instead of building houses, Jaya is going to get a chance to just look at them, examine them. This is the Sado Gold and Silver Mine Guidance Facility. It's a long one. Welcome. Oh, there she is in there. She's ready. She's always dancing.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohio.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. So this is Aikawa.
This is Akiya, yes. And
So-
this is the new building. Kirari Umu, it's called.
Kirari Umu.
Kirari Umu, like shining. Kirari means shine. So shining place.
Shining
And it
place.
probably has something to do with the gold mines.
I think so.
Because they have the huge, biggest, most wonderful gold mine that funded the whole Edo period
Wow.
in Aikawa. So Tokugawa got all his money from here. That's basically the easy way to say it.
From Sado.
From Sado, from this gold. So up here in the back would be where the gold mine is.
Oh, up there in the mountains.
And right now we're gonna actually leave Kirari Umu, which I have to practice a million times to say correctly. We're probably right around here right now, or maybe here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna walk through the little town and see one of the ryokans that needs help, which is a Akiya. And then we're gonna go and walk up this street and go all the way to this place called Kamimachi.
Kamimachi. Yeah.
Kamimachi. And yeah, so, and then there's some Akiyas along the way, so we'll be able to check those
All right.
out.
Well, this map looks not like the present day, right?
No,
This is
no,
a.
I didn't see this guy this morning. Did you, John?
I don't
Did you
remember this
see that
guy. You know, that guy.
I didn't see him.
The bald
no.
guy in a
No.
kimono. I didn't see him.
I haven't
No.
seen many of these people.
No.
But that's kind of like the problem with Sado right now is that you see all these people walking around, and when you go and walk around today, you won't see as many people.
Oh, right. It's completely different than the Gold Rush era, of course. That's Sado Island right here. You can see
This
it's
is
shaped
Sado
like a
Island,
human lung,
Yes.
or more beautifully, a butterfly.
A butterfly.
Yeah.
And so we are in the Aikawa area right here. Sorry, it's all in Japanese, but so when we arrived, we came to Ryotsuko. Yes, there.
Right. This is the ferry from Niigata City arrives here, and we took a taxi all the way to the other side, which took about 50 minutes. We cut across the mountains, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
No cell phone signal, so
Yeah.
couldn't do any Discord or Instagramming there.
And then the Manotsuru sake, which is very famous, is right from around here. So that's one of the sake breweries that's famous here.
Right. And the Earth celebration is held down here.
Ogi, yes. So this was traditionally where all the big ships would dock.
Oh, there.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
So this is like a fishing village down here, and that's where they had a whole bunch of interaction in terms of culture and things like that.
Right. And that's where Robert De Niro's sake place is over here.
Exactly. So this is where Robert De Niro is getting drunk whenever he comes to Sado.
Nice, actually, sorry, Mr. De Niro.
Sorry, he's totally getting plastered.
Sorry, Mr.
We
De
saw
Niro.
your photo. We know
We
what's
saw your
happening.
photos in the sake place.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, nice people in there.
Yeah.
Everyone's friendly here because maybe there's not a lot of people. We're special. We're special.
The thing that I've noticed about this place is you can tell that they're really putting a lot of effort into making it welcoming. So having this little nice, beautiful tourist destination sort of visitor center spot
Yeah.
is very helpful. And that takes a lot of money to build a place like this. But
It
they
is
did
very
it.
nice. I was gonna remark. I would not expect in a place that has I guess you would say a shrinking population would have something so nice. But if you want to attract people to come back here, you're gonna have to have some nice places.
And this is also, I mean, I travel all over Japan.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that pretty much everywhere we go in Aikawa today, you're gonna see there's English everything for the signage, that's totally ahead of other places.
It is too, and they have facilities for the disabled, multi-purpose toilets, and
Yes.
all sorts of things that I didn't expect out here.
And blue trees.
and yeah,
Blue trees.
that's not blue cheese. They wrapped them up for the winter. I know you can't trick me. All right, I'm gullible, but I'm not that gullible. We showed the only convenience store earlier, the Lawson's, which had a very subdued sign. They made it with black colors. It's very
Yes.
interesting to fit in with the neighborhood. And this is, I think, one of the only places open for lunch, I think, actually. 'Cause
This is the ramen place.
this is the ramen place. Jaya was looking for the
Yeah.
ramen.
Oh, okay. Well, here it is.
Look at the big smile, Jaya. Finally, we got a smile out of him when you get ramen.
And the interesting thing about Aikawa
Yeah.
was that it was the city, well, not city, but the little town. So they had 120,000 people here before. That was their population.
Wow.
Now it's down to 40,000. So this little island is built for 120,000 people. That's why they need more people to come, because now it's less than half of what it was at the peak.
Yeah.
And this little town, Aikawa, was the gold mine town. So it's all very organized. And they had
Ah.
everything here. They had brothels, places to eat.
Ah.
I mean, everything was in this little organized town. So it still is very compact and clear. So it's a fun place to come because you can pretty much walk around everywhere.
That's true. We did pass what they called a snack club,
Yeah,
snack
exactly.
bar.
So
Manhole!
look at
Wait a
this.
second.
Oh,
Manhole. We got a manhole cover right here. This is a significant manhole cover.
I will explain it.
Are you down on your knees, Ruth? You're down on your knees. Not even I get that crazy for
But
manholes.
you have to have the view from above because this is the divided mountain. So this is where the gold mine is.
Oh, so that
This
space
is the
between
top
the
of
mountains
the mountain.
represents
top of the
gold
mountain,
mountain.
gold mine, Aikawa. That's where we
Aikawa
are.
is down here with the flower.
Yes.
Oh, nice. So there's significant. Wait a second. So in this building, do they have the manhole cover cards? If you ask, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back and ask.
Okay, let's do that.
Cause I got a manhole cover card collection. That's right. I do. It's true.
And
I'm a manholer.
Like this tiny little sign they have in English in random Sado is such a nice thing. I'm just so impressed.
Oh, the
with that.
English underneath it. That is a
Yeah.
big deal.
And
Yeah.
it looks new, and somebody really thought this through, and I'm very impressed with how they're trying to do the infrastructure correctly.
So to go to Kyomachi, which is our destination. No, it's Jomachi, right?
Right. So first we're gonna go to Shitamachi,
Yeah,
which
the
is
downtown.
downtown, and then we're gonna go Jomachi from there.
That's right, which is uptown.
Yeah. So let's go look at the ryokan. This way.
Oh, this way?
It doesn't look that impressive because obviously it's an old building.
Yeah, it is. I love the signage here, and now that we get away from the coast a little bit, where things might be a little bit newer, we walk back here, and it's like we're going back into time a bit.
So this wouldn't have been a fisherman town, right, Jaya?
Okay.
This would be a place where the gold mine workers and the traders and everybody lived.
Ah.
So it would have a little bit of a different feel than a fisherman's town. Where fishing is the main thing.
Here,
I've
brothels
noticed-
were the main thing. No, sorry, gold was the main thing.
But here, gold was the main thing. So it's a little bit different on the docks, right? Because you would have different docks for fishing boats as opposed to trade boats, right?
Right.
Yeah. I just saw here, Just Mio writes in gloomy day, but actually, it's not that bad. This island is very famous because we're out in the middle of the Sea of Japan. It's very famous in the winter of being super windy and cold. And today is a blessing because
we're
it is
so
actually
lucky.
really warm compared to
Look
other
at
days.
this. I can take my hat off and I'm not freezing yet.
Really?
1, 2, 3. Oh, I got cold again. So I
Yeah.
have to put it back on.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, this is an Akiya.
This is an Akiya ryokan.
Oh, Akiya Ryokan.
Yeah, this is the one that would fit like about 30 or 40 people, and we're gonna see inside tomorrow.
Yeah.
The
Sorry, we
green
lost the
doors
super
look quite
zoom from the YouTube app took away our super zoom ability, so I have to walk backwards. But
So
The-
there's a little story.
okay,
The owner of this place.
come over here and tell me from behind the mics here.
This is a very typical story of one of these Akiyas, right, Jaya? Is that there's an owner who loves this place. It's probably been passed around through generations in his family. So he decided he was going to try to fix it up on his own. So you'll see that the door looks pretty new. Inside, he's sort of set up like
Yeah.
like a bar area, kind of nice. But once you start to do it, you realize how much work it is, how expensive it is, and the guy's like 75 years old, so he can't do it on his own. There's not enough young people on the island to help him do it. So that's why they come to people like us. Like, would you be interested in making this into a guest house or whatever,
Is there anything that you see in this structure, Jaya, that seems interesting to you besides that the vines growing through it? It looks like ivy, right, or something. It's got some veins on it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the wood paneling. You could tidy that up. It looked quite nice. I think give it a bit of a paint. So they're looking for someone to come in and take this over and
Yeah.
get it up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You up for the challenge? You got your own
Yeah,
challenge.
wait.
He has his own challenge. He's not here to. Although in the future, maybe Jaya will be back
Can
to
I ask Jaya a
renovate.
question?
Sure.
Like, when I've seen this, the second time I've seen this, I've seen it on the inside too. Like, this kind of thing bothers me, right? Because you can tell that that's, it's been left by itself for a while. So this tells me you would need to get an architect in here to really look at the foundation and the structure before you decided whether you could do it or not. Is that correct?
Yeah, you might not Yeah, you get architect would be good, but if you could get down yourself and just have a look through the foundations and so on, get an idea, I think that would probably be enough to start with to know whether you wanted to continue and proceed.
Yeah, that around the edges when you look around the back, you can see it's needs a little bit of work, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it gives me an idea of how long this has been left on its
Yeah,
own.
that's true.
Because when people are telling you about Akiyas, sometimes they can't even remember when the last time this was operating was, or when people were living here. So you kind of have to guess by looking at it to see, has someone come in every week to sort of check if there's, you know, little intruders getting into the building or not.
You mean like rats?
Yeah. And, you know, things like that. So I always try to look at how often does it seem that someone has been coming here to take a look at it. Because that will give you a good hint on how the whole structure is.
It'd be pretty creepy if we saw some old lady just walk out into the window right now, and the light hits her face, and she looks down at us. Ah! Run away! Run away! Giant, what are you doing? Ah! Get out of my way! All right, we gotta better keep it down. We're a very loud group here. These aren't all abandoned, are they? What about this house next across the way? That looks abandoned as well. There's nothing. The
This is really nice.
the paper, the shoji door there, looks like it's falling apart, and even the mailbox slot is busted open. And if we put the lens in right, you can kind of see inside. There. Yeah, it's hard to see in there. But that I saw an old tire. So that could be abandoned as well. Hey, David Kimura, good for you and your guests. Thank you, David. Ramen later? Ramen later? I think that might be possible.
Oh, you mean other places?
Yeah. So we're in Aikawa for everybody who's watching us. This is on Sado Gashima. Welcome. Give us a thumbs up, and because we're going to be making our way up a hill gradually. And on the way, Ruth is going to be showing us some abandoned houses, and Jayas is going to give us some input on what makes these houses different than the one that he's renovating on his channel. Give some input as much as he can. Chef Prav planning our first trip to Japan next December for 3 weeks.
Good.
Only 316 days to go.
Counting those days.
He's counting those days down. And Shortcut, I have my drink. This is for your drink later. Thank you, Shortcut. Much love. Thank you. This is interesting building here.
Yeah, could you tell everybody your observations? Because his observations are jewels.
Tell
What did
us.
you say?
Observe.
Well, I really like the wood paneling right up to the roof, and look at the windows there, the wood covering there. It's really nice.
It is. Do you think because it's so windy, maybe this kind of a paneling knocks the wind down so the windows don't shake up on the second floor?
That's so true.
Really?
That's why
You don't know?
No, but that's why you wouldn't have to put the tapes and things on the windows. Because if you have that wood in front, it would protect your windows.
I just made that up.
It's much prettier that way too.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a nice little shop space, workshop space down below.
Yeah. I have a very vivid imagination. Sometimes that imagination comes true.
So here's one that's been redone. Isn't that so pretty?
Oh, so this was an Akiya as well?
I'm not sure, but I'm just saying that this has been somebody's redone.
So Ruth isn't sure if this is an Akiya, but you can see it's just it's an old house that has been redone, and the paneling in it, is that real wood? That's real wood, but it looks like, so Jaya's gonna get a closer inspection of it, and we'll get some feedback from it. But this,
I get the impression that this must have been an older house that they fixed up. Maybe it wasn't an Akiya.
it does look,
An old house that they've fixed.
Yeah.
There's all the rust on the garage door.
It's real wood. Look, up on that one, there's some really nice unpainted paneling up there.
oh yeah, look at that. You can see that this is someone's putting some work into there. The new wood on there is an indicator. This does look from the front of the house. It looks really, really pretty. You wouldn't expect this. About 5 years ago, this town was in decay, and it's nice to see some people have come in, taken some of these Akiya, and have fixed up the houses. And tomorrow, we're going to be explaining in more depth what you need to do if you are interested in coming here to get an Akiya yourself. If this is something you're interested in, you're going to want to subscribe and join us tomorrow around the same time. Ruth is going to introduce us to some people who are going to show us some of the Akiya. What do you think of this place?
I really like the wood paneling up there, the siding, the natural wood. It's really nice.
Yeah. What's different? What did you have? I guess you had like a mini roof, a copper roof up around that area in
just
yours.
on the siding, we've got a little bit of this around our genkan, but most of the wood siding, well, most of the siding is a galvanized metal with a bit of insulation on the inside, which is mostly in Ibaraki they use that, and this is considered a little bit more expensive,
Really?
and apparently doesn't last as long. But it looks really nice. I want to get some on my place.
It does look nice. I know that insulation is a big problem in Japanese homes. They just don't have any. So it's very famous it's well known, let's just say, in Japanese homes, you're hot in the summer and you're cold in the winter, and that's why the spring and the fall is just such a wonderful time. Okay. So Ruth, just tell us right here in the mic.
I don't really know about him. I just found this now.
It's not the
But
poster, that's a politician.
yeah, this is the birth home of a famous poet or a haiku artist named Yamada Hanasaku. I don't know how to read that. There's probably some other way of reading that. His first name or her first name.
Yeah, and there's a
Yamada
blinky like.
Yoshiki. Yamada Yoshiki, 1876年.
Yeah, it's a very humble home. Looks almost like in today's, it would be considered like a shack, really, right?
Exactly.
And let me pan up here. It's not abandoned. Someone is it? No. It looks like somebody is keeping it cared for. It's interesting though. The left and the right of it, the structures are much taller. Does that mean that this building is older, and the ones on the left and right are newer, or they're more like warehouses? It's hard to tell.
Well, he was born in 1876. So if this is the place he was born, that means that this structure, at least this thing, has been here that long.
Wow.
Isn't
So
that interesting?
1876.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's 150 years almost.
Yeah.
There's a little bonsai tree. A leafless bonsai tree. Do you see that? That's nice. You'll see when you walk. I always encourage people. And look, there's some car seats. Just sitting there. I always encourage people when you come to Japan to visit, spend one day just walking around and getting lost and immerse yourself into the neighborhoods. You see a lot of the culture, just observing and seeing how the layout of all the places are. You might meet friendly neighborhood people who will also guide you to local restaurants and things like this. This has happened to me over and over during my own travels. A lot of you probably know that I like to hitchhike. So I started in the south of Kagoshima, in the south of Japan, and went all the way up to the north, and strangers had picked me up, several of them asking me to stay at their house en route, and I got a very local experience. That's what I love about the Japanese countryside. People are just really, really friendly. What do you got
Tell
here?
everybody something? So I've been to Sado. This is my 5th time. I have never seen this street ahead of us. And the lady at the tourist center didn't even put this on our little walking map.
What?
But this is, so even Japanese people don't know how cool their places are. Because now we get to walk through that. The Aikawa Tendo Dori.
Yeah, this looks like a little shopping street on the left and the right.
It's so cute.
The businesses don't seem open, but that's maybe expected. In the summer, what's it like here in the summer, Ruth?
It's pretty live because people come here to surf. They come here all different kind of water sports. It's very hot though. It's not like this is a cool area.
I mean, cool as in
I mean, it's cool,
hip
but
cool.
it's not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not hipster cool.
It's hipster cool, but it's not cool weather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no, but summer's really fun.
Oh. That's a creepy song. I hate that song. That song creeps me out, the Hinamatsuri song. How could that song be for little girls, huh? Hinamatsuri is a festival for little girls. It's a creepy song. It's like, whoa!
Look at that gacha from like 1972.
Whoa, this is ancient gachapon. It's so old, there's nothing left. It's sold out. Must have been really popular.
Oh my gosh.
Should put
200 yen.
You should put some money in and see what you get.
Okay.
No, don't do it. You're gonna get air. You're gonna get an air
Really
capsule.
Interesting. I wonder how much they cost now. Does anybody know? Because 200 yen seems a little expensive.
I know you can get 200 yen ones. It just depends what they were. This was a one-piece collection, series 1. That's like from the beginning. But these would probably be 100 yen more. Inflation isn't very high. These look pretty creepy too. Wow.
Ibaraki, they're still 200.
Look at these signs, these windows. Look at the cobwebs in here.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Jay, I'll give you $5 if you go in there. Like Indiana Jones it. Just go in there and come out with spiders all over your back. Do it. $5. It's pretty crazy in there. So, oh, it looks like someone's in there actually. All right. Jaya, don't do that. Someone's in there. Your bail money will cost more than $5, so.
Can we go buy a drink at Kodama's store?
Yeah, sure. Let's go into Kodama. This is definitely copyrighted music. Copyrighted Enka music. Copyrighted Enka music. All right, gonna fight through that. It's funny though that they play music here on the shopping street. All right, we're gonna take you inside of this little shop here. I think we're okay to go in here. This is the Kodama Liquor and Foods. I have my you found me cards, but I don't think anyone's gonna find me out here. What do you think? Do you think anyone's gonna find me? I don't know. This is sort of a ghost town. There's nobody around here. All right, let's go inside. Wow.
Okay.
And the Hoshi-imos are sold out. They do have some confections. Here's some mochi pan, maple flavored mochi pan. That's interesting. I like these Yamazaki Maron Danish, chestnut Danish.
これ珍しいですこれ。
あ、これ？
これ他の店あんまりない。
チップス。
ええ。
手作りそばチップス。
お蕎麦のチップス。
わお。
それからこれはかりんとうってね。
あ、かりん美味しいね。
硬いんだけど美味しいのこれが。
ああ。これ佐渡に作ったもの？
あんまり他の店にない。
ないよね。This is all made here in Sado. These are homemade soba chips, made from soba. Maybe we'll get a pack of that. I think that's a good idea. I'll see if I can get some coinage out here. Yeah. I'll get a bag of this soba chips. So yeah, just take a look at some of the items in the Japanese supermarket here. Here's a sandwich. Now it's not, I don't think they're all as fresh out here. Usually the things in the supermarket out here have long shelf lives. What is that, peanuts? Peanuts honey. I've never seen anything like this. Jaya, did you see this? Honey peanuts. That looks like in Ibaraki and Chiba are very famous for their peanuts. It's at $1.50 for that. Yeah. It's $1.50 for that. Ah. There's not a lot of people in here. But they do have snacks. We're staying in a hotel called Osama, I believe it's what it's called, and up there on the hill, and it's about a 20-minute walk to get down here. But there's nothing around the hotel. Oh, these are awesome. The almonds are on top of crackers and they're embedded in cheese. Oh man, I love that. I love that. Let's see what else they got here. A lot of stuff that I don't see in Tokyo stores. There's a bento area. It's pretty nice. Any local specialities? No, not so much. This is yakitori. These are hearts. Yakitori chicken hearts. I'm gonna get one of these teizukuri. What?
It's for you.
Why me?
Give you a little energy. It's the Ampama.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate lollipop.
I just eat his cheeks off and then I lick the rest to death.
And then I got you some water.
Okay.
And we actually have to go out that way and turn left. So
Oh,
we
okay.
came a little bit the wrong way.
All right, and there's some local fish here. That's
Yeah.
that's nice to see. So is this local fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, very good. Local eggs.
This is my favorite.
Oh
Hijiki.
yeah, hijiki's nice.
So healthy.
Yeah.
I got you water already.
Thank you, shortcut. All right, let's get. Oh, cup noodles. See, again, things that have a really long shelf life, you'll find inside of here. And of course, there's some booze back here. They got some sake.
There's a lot of booze back there.
They got some sake back here. Sado Gashima is very famous for this. Oh, I gotta buy. I gotta pay for this.
Okay.
All right. Here, take this from right now because it's gonna
Okay.
confuse them. Let's pay for this, guys. Ah, こっち。はい。あ、こっち。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。Are we coming out the front? Okay. So follow Lucy.
はいどうも
Rode. It's kind of nice to be in a supermarket,
And they're playing like a bridge over troubled waters.
like a bridge over troubled
That
waters.
makes me feel
Soy milk.
strong. Soy milk. Oh, Toki milk.
They do not have Toki. They do.
Toki bird milk.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
was
my
looking for
gosh.
this. That's a big one, Toki milk.
That is so cute.
How do they milk those little birds? What are you laughing at?
I hope it doesn't hurt.
Jeez, how do they get all those little milk out of the little birdies? Did you see the Toki milk? Gosh, these are called King Khan, and I really love these. You can eat these with the skin on. You eat it as is. Did you know that?
You can't. Oh yeah, they used to grow in the back of my house, and we could eat them.
I used to try to peel them, and then I was like, "That's just not a lot of fruit in there." And then
Yeah, exactly.
some old lady come, you shouldn't really peel the fruits. Just eat it like this. And she took one of mine and she popped it in her mouth, and I was like, "Oh." And then we sat there popping King Khan. She ate half of them, and I had to buy more.
So now it's kind of the adventure because I made a mistake and we came into the Shotengai, but we're supposed to turn left supposedly.
Okay, so we'll see some more Akiya, right?
Yeah, up on the hill. We're heading up towards that direction. Do you see those buildings at the top of the hill right there?
I do. Oh, we're going up there.
We're kind of going around there.
We got to hike up there.
It's a
That looks
hike.
like a cool building up there.
Yeah. So here's water for you.
All right, so this is some soba, and Jaya got karin,
Yes.
Karinto.
karinto, right? Try some of these. They're recommended by the supermarket owner. These people are pretty friendly.
Hard. Oh yeah, they are hard.
Yeah, karinto is hard. Whoa!
Nice though.
All right, let's switch.
Maybe we should be the model for this underwear next time.
These karinto are hard.
Are they?
Yeah, have some
Really
karinto.
hard, yeah.
Karinto. It'll break your tooth, man.
I know.
Whoa!
It's good. This would be good with water. Oh my word.
Oh, that is really hard.
Yeah.
It tastes like trying to use cement. Concrete.
Really hard karinto. And this is soba, like a fried soba with some sort of sweet. All right, we're gonna need some snacks just in case we get stranded up on the hill. All right. Are you dancing? I saw that. Very little gets past me. All right, we're going straight up the mountain now. That was a nice little shopping street. So they have a supermarket, a bar, a few other things there. So this would be the hub of life. That would be where you would get your supermarket. That's the only supermarket in town, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. There's the Lawson's, which is open 24 hours, I believe.
Here's a little
Look at this Kisaten. An old cafe, like lost in time, the 1950s. And it's got such a nice little antique feel to it. Look at the, you see the pancake in the middle there? Stack of butter on there. Very nice. Very quiet here. Oh, this has been renovated here. It wasn't like this a couple of years ago. Yeah, this was an abandoned house that has been turned into something beautiful, like an open space, I guess, for events. It makes sense too because it's kind of on an intersection. This road wraps around, and all the cars have to go by this. So this would be a great place to have an exhibition or something. So that's what they've done. They've sort of made an exhibition hall in here. What do you think, Jaya? Anything interesting besides the crunching of these karinto? There's an udon and soba restaurant right there. How cool is that? It's open.
Check it out.
Check it out. Did you see anything? I didn't see anything.
We can go up here where we go by a whole bunch of temples and things, or we could walk further down and go up a big stairway. What do you want to do?
Which one has the most abandoned houses? We want to show houses.
We have to get up to the top to get to the abandoned houses anyway, so.
What's the fastest way to get up to there? And we won't lose a signal. That looks like death of 4G signal zone. Experience says that if we go this way, it will be the end of the stream.
Okay, so wait, Jaya, can you help me with it? So here we would go up, and then we turn left. That's where we want to go.
250 meters.
Okay, so 250 meters, and we turn left.
Okay, go up this way.
Yeah, go past Dayanji Temple.
Okay.
It's good that they have maps here. Wait, we're just at the beginning of this map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
word.
We're going to the
Okay.
left and the Kamimachi area.
All right, that's good because, yeah. I'm getting hungry for real food. I like that you're karinto, but hey,
Yeah.
that doesn't do it
I
for
can't
me.
stop eating it.
You can't stop eating it. You're gonna break a tooth.
I'm not going to be able to have room for my ramen later.
Oh,
This
okay.
is your water.
Oh, thank you. This is water from the local area.
Deep sea Sado water.
Sado deep sea water. Is it salty?
No,
That's-
it's like deep sea. I guess how do they do that? They must take the salt out.
That's
Like
what
they
that water
pump it
is? Or is it? Could be.
They pump it up from the deep sea and then they remove the salt.
Really?
I guess so.
All right. So we're now deep into Aikawa. I don't know. I'd say about almost a kilometer away from the sea now. We're in.
So we go straight and then take a left at the temple.
Yeah, desalination. They call it.
No, I think we turn right at the temple,
Okay.
up, and then turn left.
That's interesting. Look at the berries on the side of this building. Can you eat those? Jai, I'll give you $5 if you eat it. $5 if you eat it. You'll do it for 10? Oh, really? I'll do it for 8.
Don't eat it, John.
Who's gonna stop me? You and what army? Jimmy Prathan, thank you. Jimmy writes in for a local snack. Could it be a berry? Can we eat it as a berry? Those blueberries.
These are plastic gutters.
Plastic gutters. And what about the roof here? Are these different than the ones that you're working with?
The same material. It's clay based, I think.
But they're all interlocked, right?
Yeah, all of mine are interlocked as well. But these don't have the handles to walk on.
So wait, if one of these breaks, you have to remove them all to fix the broken one?
You have to remove a few around it.
Interesting.
It seems to me that somebody is trying to maintain this building because they put in new roof shingles. Is that correct? Like, if they didn't care about this building, they wouldn't work on fixing these.
That's true.
Underneath, I mean, these tiles stay in pretty good condition for a long time.
Okay.
I mean, you look at the gutters though,
Yeah, the
they're in
gutters
a
are-
pretty poor state.
Look at this.
I don't want to
Another
think
map.
about gutters.
Why, you've been working on gutters too much.
People love maps.
They do have a copious amount of maps.
Yep.
That means you are here. Genzai.
All right.
We lost? Is that what you, is that what that sounded? Sounded like we're lost.
That was
Uh-oh.
Jaya is gonna help us find where we're going.
Yeah. For those joining us, we're in Niigata Prefecture's Sadogashima, which is an island out in the Sea of Japan. It's an 1-hour jet foil ride to get here. The island is shaped like a butterfly, stings like a bee, and and we're on the west side of the island. It's a very remote area. We're now walking through a cemetery to get to abandoned houses. So thanks for joining us. Definitely give us a thumbs up, and if we can get to 500, I will hit a vending machine or anything that we find along the way. So give us some love. It's up to you, community. And I have a feeling that there must be vending machines around here. Jaya has a channel called Tokyo Llama, and he's renovating an old Akiya house in Ibaraki Prefecture. And he's come along to join me on this adventure and look at some abandoned houses in another area of Japan.
We can see the ocean now.
Wow. Oh yeah, we can. So we've walked quite a ways, haven't we? It's 40 minutes ago we started this live stream. We started way back at the edge of the seaside over there. But it's so quiet in this part of town.
I think I found the stairs. Right?
Did you find something?
I found stairs that we walk up.
Okay, so it's this way? All right. Follow Ruth. She knows where we're going. So we have to go down to go back up again? Okay. All right, get worried. Was this an abandoned house?
I think someone has probably lived there and they've taken very good care of it. 'Cause look
Yeah.
how beautiful it is.
It is really beautiful. Not all the houses, you can tell the ones that have been cared for. This one looks really beautiful. The white part of it underneath the roof looks in really good shape.
So that's what they all aspire to be.
Like this, to keep and maintain the old look of it, but keep it in good shape and livable. We walked by some houses that on the way here from the hotel that were just spectacular. They had, this is definitely in like Akiya mode. It could use some help. Look at the side of it here on the corner. Jaya, you think you could help these people, or are they beyond hope? Look at that. What is inside there? Is that like a metal pot? What? I dare you to put your hand in there and
There's like
grab something.
bamboo growing inside.
There's gotta be something creepy in there. Ah! That's scary. I scared you a little bit.
I don't know, there's a sign right there.
I scared some people. The grudge is inside.
I'm going
It's another manhole cover. This is did you say elementary?
Yochien, it's a
Yochien.
Kindergarten. Yochien. So there are kindergartners, but I wonder how many kids are actually in attendance there. Today's a Sunday, so nobody, but
I've noticed that the wood paneling on all these houses goes right up to the roof.
is that different?
I don't know, it's different to Ibaraki, but I don't know if it's different to other parts of Japan.
They probably have a different architecture, different way of building it because of the high winds. We are so fortunate today that there's no wind at all. I could get some pretty cool drone shots, one of which is on Instagram. If you want to go over Only in Japan TV, I just posted a drone shot of this neighborhood from a distance. I think it was a kilometer away, and I took a picture from about 150 meters up. This building definitely looks like no one's living in there. This is so Akiya-like. There's not even a front door, Ruth. Look. It's just like blocked. This is Indiana Jones stuff. How do you get in the front door? You gotta kick it open? Like there's the steps to go up. How do you, it's just boarded up and then it's been webbed in by nature. It's crazy.
So this is the kind of house that they have 8 million of these all over Japan.
Like
And
this.
Not like this, but all in different stages. So that's the Akiya problem, right?
What stage is that?
Hopeless.
Stage 4.
Hopeless.
Stage hopeless. Stage rot. Stage stage no door.
Yeah, sorry, but we're gonna have to probably smash this one, right?
This one looks like it's
Because
gonna
this
have to
would
come
be a
down.
little bit too-
So if somebody were to buy this and it was an Akiya, they would have to pay for the demolition themselves.
Right.
It's got some bamboo growing up there too.
You could probably demolish it
Super
yourself,
interesting.
But then you would have to figure out all the land, the rules about the land, like how much of a house you could build on it, how much it would cost to build on it. So there's all these restrictions for building that you would have to look at.
So that was actually one thing when we bought our house. One thing when we bought our house, if we had to knock it down, if it was beyond rehabilitation, we might not necessarily have been able to build as big a house.
Was
Or
it because of the road?
it was something to do with, because it was ex-farm land,
Ah.
so there's some restrictions.
There comes a delivery truck, looks like. That is not Uber Eats. Is that Uber Eats? No, that was not. They don't got Uber Eats here. It's like 2 restaurants. Being silly. Well, he probably gets like 2 customers a day. The Uber Eats guy.
Okay, this Akiya,
Oh, this is an Akiya.
I would rank this as a level 3.
Level
So
3.
if level 4 is hopeless,
Yeah.
level 3, this would be for somebody who just loves trying.
Come on back here with me. Jay, what do you think? Is this, would you be able to do something with this?
Yeah, it would be quite a lot of work. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the roof. The roof would need to be retiled, I'd say. You look at the ridge line. Look at the state of the onigawara. There's end pieces on the ridge.
Mm.
You can see the, it's got plastic gutters.
Yeah, it's not, it's not hopeless. It looks like the structure is there. We don't know how sound it is until you really get in there, and then you can take a closer look at it.
Look at the foundations.
Yeah, it looks like someone has put some berries on the. Is that a TV antenna? Obviously, they don't have cable out here.
Yeah, you never know.
Do they? You never know. That's true. Do they even have internet? I wonder. Do you have any Wi-Fi signals? Are you getting any of the neighbors' Wi-Fi signals? Could you? I don't know. I'm just kind of curious if anybody has it. The roof on this looks brand new, though. Look at it. And if you step, this is kind of deceiving.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, there's some Wi-Fi's here. Some
Three Wi-Fi.
3 Wi-Fi's, so people do have internets here. So like, this is my feet here, and if I keep walking, it's kind of weird. You're on top of their roof. So this is the end of the road. You don't want to go walking on the roof.
That little section's cool.
Yeah, look, that's their roof right there, Ruth. And the roof looks really nice. Look, has it been? Why is it all shiny like that? Is there something to it, Jaya?
I don't know.
It's just lacquered.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's
what they do.
lacquered, yeah.
The onigawara's pretty cool with the
It
3.
is cool. So it's really interesting because basically little towns like this, that's what's fun about them, is that they're a hodgepodge, you know? So somebody had to build this road and they built it really close to the roof of the house that was already there.
They did. That's weird. The
Yeah.
house is down there in the valley.
I know.
The gutter. I don't know if I want to live there. I'm afraid if a car would drive onto my roof.
Exactly.
Why are you laughing? That's not funny.
Or maybe you could park there. It could be your park.
Park on my roof? This car's probably on somebody's roof.
It really is. Oh, another man.
It's a nice looking roof here. Again, we're going up towards elevation, towards the prison eventually. And Ruth is going to introduce us to some more abandoned houses. Are there some more up here?
You can see the entrance to the one below the...
Some roadside Buddhas here. Why are the Buddhas here on the roadside, do you know? The little ones here.
This was the road leading up to the gold mine.
Oh, this is the gold mine road.
Yeah, so this is like a totally lucky road. Lucky road. So they would put, Jizos everywhere to protect, travelers.
Jizo. Yeah,
Jizos.
it's called a Jizo. Yeah, there's a lucky road. I got gold, lucky road kind of thing, right? I got some
man.
gold.
Well,
Eureka.
Okay, and another thing is that
Called it Eureka Road.
this would be like major security along this road.
Like
because
cops?
if you stole even the tiniest little bit of gold, you were in major trouble. So they were checking because that was Tokugawa's gold, and it had to make it all the way to Edo.
The Shogun's gold.
Yep. So look, you can see the entrance to the house.
Oh wow!
over here.
So that's where they got into this. To the
Isn't that so cool?
yeah. So Tokugawa, who was the last shogun of Japan,
Yes.
his gold, all of his wealth came from Sadogashima.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
gold wealth, anyways. Wealth is property, land.
Well, it funded the whole building of Tokyo.
This island
Tokyo was built on the
on
gold.
Sado's gold.
Yes.
Really
Yes.
interesting. So the Edo, not the Tokyo you see today, but back then, all that was built on the gold from here.
Yeah.
And that's why that mountain no longer exists, right? It's chopped in half to
Yeah.
fund Tokugawa and his insane building projects made of wood, which, when lightning struck, was completely obliterated.
Right.
Lightning could take care of Japanese towns were famous for fires. One fire could wipe out an entire town. Lightning strike could wipe out a castle,
Yep. So we're going this way.
Oh, this way. Okay.
So, yeah, the gold from this place basically funded Tokugawa's building of Edo, which is now Tokyo. And I don't know if John is going to have time sometime, but they have the gold mines, the ancient gold mines and the more recent gold mines, because they were in operation by Mitsubishi until like the 70s, maybe.
Right.
They have totally reinvented the gold mines with all these life-size like dolls, robots inside that are doing the work, so you can see exactly how it used to work.
Like the Abashiri prison, you can see and I had Peter, one of the narrators, give them life and put voices to them. A very controversial thing to do. But they have the same thing at the gold mine where it looks like you get to see what they were doing inside of the place.
And
I like
the
that.
thing
Peter,
I-
if you're watching, we can animate those.
And the thing I liked most about it was that it's so well explained. Just like all the streets here have the English signage.
Yeah.
In those gold mines, it's explained so well how it all worked, and it was meticulously organized. So it's like you see how Japanese sort of organizational strength started.
Yeah. Of course, when gold is involved, organization happens or you lose it all.
Exactly. Or you all get buried.
Buried alive in gold.
Yeah.
Gold finger. Hey, it's copyright. It's copyrighted material. You sing it differently. It's a different tune. Goldfinger. He's a man. I can't do it. Like it's gonna do awful. Everyone's like tuning off now. You get the point.
This is someone's house up here.
Is this an Akiya?
No, this is that Lincoln house home.
This is not an abandoned house, but we would call this maybe this Eureka Road. Is a lot of abandoned houses along here.
Has anyone ever explained the concept of the danchi to everybody?
Danchi?
That building right there that you see? That would be
housing.
referred to as a danchi.
Okay.
Danchi was famous in Japan because it was sort of like, I guess, not low-income housing, but housing for people that were working in the mine or working. So they're small apartments. And the big thing about this was, are you guys ready?
Do it.
It was the first time most Japanese homes got a bathtub in their apartment.
In the danchi.
And they were government built. And so it was a really big deal to have your own fudo in your house. Everybody had gone to Sento since then, until then. So the fact that there's a danchi left in Sado tells you that the gold mines were in operation until relatively recently. So that would have been where people stayed who worked at the gold
Well,
mine.
I can tell you one thing. The prison was in operation from 1954 to 1972.
Okay, there you go.
I Googled it.
Look at that roof.
You got it going on, John!
Shh, this is a local neighborhood.
Look at that roof.
This is why we don't bring Ruth anywhere with us. Just kidding, just kidding. We love
Maybe
Ruth.
they thought it was a toki bird.
It's good. No, that's Ruth.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
They all know it's Ruth just by the pitch. Down there, they're going, oh, it's Ruth. It's a Ruth bird.
No, that's a toki
She's
bird.
flying
They
up
have
there.
high voices.
They know.
Oh, bamboo. Can I talk about the bamboo?
Okay, talk about the bamboo.
Okay.
You can do it with a normal voice.
Sado is the most northern part of Japan where bamboo grows. So the Sado bamboo is known as the strongest bamboo in Japan. And they use it in building, they use it in bamboo art, and here's some bamboo.
Yeah, and this is, you can see it's on a angle because of the wind as well.
That's
So
why
the
it's so
wind,
strong.
yeah,
The wind.
because we're on an island and it's, as Ruth says, the northernmost point where bamboo grows. So Tohoku doesn't grow?
No.
Oh wow, I didn't know. So Hokkaido and Tohoku in the north, you don't have any bamboo.
Maybe you could grow it if you planted it, but it doesn't grow naturally.
Doesn't grow naturally, she said.
Caveat, because I'm not sure.
Cut with the caveat asterisks.
But
Somebody, yeah, I've heard that as well. This is the northernmost place where bamboo does grow. It's an island, so you have a kind of a more temperate climate in the summer, I guess. And because of the high winds here, the bamboo are strong. So, in construction, the bamboo here was very prized because it was stronger. I don't know how much stronger, maybe 15, 20% stronger than the bamboo on the mainland, and was more useful, more prized for construction. And here's some bamboo right here, and I'm tempted to cut one down and take it back to Tokyo and build something from it. Jaya, you need some bamboo for your house? Can't hear me. Better catch up. All right, we're getting to the top of the hill here. For those that are just watching right now, we're in Sadogashima in Niigata Prefecture, an hour from the mainland by jet foil. And Ruth here has invited us to look at Akiya.
And I think we're getting up to a ocean view.
We're getting up to an ocean view. And Jaya here is still eating his karinto.
I love this.
Do you have all your teeth?
Are you like sucking it first to make it soft, or are you just
No,
chewing
I'm just
it right
chewing
away?
it. I'm just biting
Wow.
it.
That's a good way. You suck it.
Yeah, I was thinking of sucking it next time.
It's good. Just suck it. Just suck it. The internet said do not sing or they're going to unsubscribe.
No,
No, seriously, they're not wrong either.
don't sing. Nothing? You can't sing anything?
I could sing, just be selective.
Okay.
I know how you think, internet. Jay, do you ever sing when you're working?
I'm a terrible singer.
So you don't.
No.
I always like to sing. Especially
Really?
when we're hiking. I like to sing. I love to go a wandering, a rucksack on my back. And as I go, I love to sing, a rucksack on my back. And then the best part.
Our viewers are dropping. Rod, stop it! Our viewers are dropping. So, we just lost like 20 people.
No.
All right, beautiful view from here. We started right down there. Do you see? On the banks, I jumped and almost fell and hurt my leg. And Jaya was laughing internally.
Looks like they
Side.
knocked down our house or something down there.
Yeah.
This is a nice plot of land. Look at this. The house.
They've got their
Garden.
grape for
Grapevines,
Grape
yeah.
vines.
Knocking down that.
It is a nice house. So that looks like it's in pretty good shape. And whatever they're doing, they're building a garden here in the middle of it. Looks like.
And Sado hasn't had a
nice.
very good history of getting along with Niigata and the rest of Japan. So they've always tried to be self-sustainable. So you'll always see gardens, you'll always see people talking about how they got the fish that night or that day. So this island tries to stand on its own.
Why do they dislike one another? I mean, that's the thing. There's so many Japanese regional areas. It goes all the way back like hundreds of years. They cannot work together. They don't get along. And this hurts my job in tourism because one area won't help another one. I said, I want to go to this area. Can you tell me about something about it? You know what they do? They recommend another place in their town. They won't tell me information. I'm serious. They went like Tottori Prefecture and Shimane Prefecture, two places in the Sea of Japan. They hate each other with a passion, yet they share the same area. So much so that there's an airport in Yonago that takes ANA,
Yes.
and there's an airport in Izumo right across the border which takes JAO. They're different prefectures, but they're only like 20 miles apart or something. It's crazy.
I think that's also, could that be true at Tokushima and Kochi too? Or something like that. Like Tokushima, you have to go on Ana. Kochi, you go on JAO or something like that.
Something like that, although I flew into Kochi with Anna.
Oh, you did? Okay, so maybe that.
Maybe not, but those are pretty close too. Ehime maybe, Ehime and Takasaki and Matsuyama. This is a nice street here.
Okay, so we're getting up to the place where...
Hey, Jason Lee, nice to see Singapore's got the super chats, so now we're starting to get some super chats. Thank you, Jason Lee.
Are we able to see our hotel from here?
Yeah, it's on the corner. So we walk, oh my word, we walk quite a ways. Do you see that right in the center of your screen? Do you see that hotel? That's where we're staying.
Yeah, that's right.
What's it called again?
Osado. Hotel
The Osado. Osado. O-O-S-A-D-O.
Big Sado.
Big Sado. And I flew my drone, which I believe is legal right there. There's a little park in the front 30 meters away. Whew. All right, getting winded.
Knapsack on my back. Just remember.
That was the name of your song? All right. For those who want to forget it, the name of the song is Knapsack on Your Back.
Yeah. People sing that at least according to my parents. People sing that when they're hiking.
We did actually lose people. We're under 1,000 viewers now. I'm just saying, I don't know. It's not you. It's me. It's me. It's her. It's her. These look a little bit run down, but there's a car in the front of it, so it makes me feel like somebody with a brand new car is living here. That's kind of weird. What do you think of these structures, Jaya?
It's really nice.
It's a lot of character in these two.
Yeah, I like all the different roof levels.
Yeah, the three structures looks like three different structures, but they're all combined together. But each one of them has different levels to it.
Yeah, that little middle mini roof looks really cool.
Yeah, this one on the
Looks like
side
a copper,
there.
that one there looks like a copper roof.
Oh, the one underneath
the
there,
lower
the
one.
green.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'd like to get a closer look. Ruth is talking to some locals. She might be lost. We're taking you to show you on Sadogashima here in Niigata some abandoned houses. We're coming back tomorrow and doing a live stream. We're going to go inside of them, but I thought this would be a pretty good way to get an overview of this whole town. And Ruth, who's been here, how many times have you been to Sado? Fifth time? Fifth time makes her a veteran.
Has anybody seen the movie Ring?
Ring, the horror?
Look,
What?
that's where the monster comes from.
No, don't say that.
that's the
At
well.
night, you're coming back here at night. I'm going to make you sit there.
So this used to be a house. This has now been, the house has been raised. And the way you can tell is because there's still the rocks on the side that used to be the boundaries of the house. And you still have the well.
Oh.
Yeah.
They can't get rid of that.
Well.
So what's down there? Why is it
well-
covered? Why is it covered, Ruth, huh? I'll give you $5 if you look in there.
Because they don't want the other little cats and stuff to fall in there. That's why
The
they have
cats
to
would fall
cover
in
it.
there, yeah.
Various things will fall
Curious humans, too, might fall in there,
Exactly.
too. Jealous wives might push their husband in there. Thankfully,
Uh-oh.
Kanai is not jealous of anything. Hi, Kanai. Yeah, don't push me in the well with the monster and then leave me in there. You can't hear the shouts either when it's covered up like that. Scary.
Is that also a well? That's a well, right?
Oh, they found another well over here. It's interesting. There's not. This road curves over now to the left, so we're getting closer and closer to the prison.
We're getting to the main street now.
That's another well, Jaya. Oh, this street's got a different personality to it.
Like these are kind of the random sort of design points I love in Japanese houses.
So what she said was these are the random design points that she loves in Japanese houses.
Like who would have thought to put in this nice tile into the concrete just to make a nice little design? I mean, thank you for doing that, whoever decided
Maybe they just
to
didn't
do
have
that.
enough tiles, and they said, well, let's improvise, and what can we do? Well, we can space them out and make it look artistic. That's what I think really happened. Sometimes the genius behind this stuff happened accidentally.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jaya? What's your expert
I need to do
eye?
something like that on my house.
The whole point of it, the thing that makes Japanese architecture sometimes very interesting is that the randomness is part of the design. So it's not balanced. So you have 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me.
So some old guy. I know.
Oh,
Did you
yeah?
hear that? He just
That's
shouted.
the dog barking.
Oh, really? No, that was
an old guy. It's like,
an old guy.
What did he yell?
It's something.
He's probably
Seriously.
just wanting some tea or something.
Maybe it could be for some tea. Oh, look at the striking mailbox.
Check it. This is the road.
This is so nice. Look at this. All the old wood buildings here. I did not expect this. This looks like a museum. And they're not in really... I mean, here's the wall. You can see is kind of falling apart here. But they look like they're well painted. The wood, this one looks like it's been taken care of. But we're going to be going up this way. And they're not as well taken care of, I think. It's interesting here. The mailbox is the old school type. It's probably been here since, I don't know, like 60, 70 years, most likely. And they just painted it red. Every few years, they give it a nice paint job. Mailboxes can last forever. Whoa! What happened to Ruth? She's gotten. She's moved her into this little local shop. In English, open 9:30, close at 4. What do you got there?
Look, it's an original sweet bread. And look, can you see the gold inside? He's got gold leaf inside.
Whoa! Kinda.
King,
Oh.
gold mine. Is this your store? Really? Very nice. So, one, kudasai.
Oh, Ruth's gonna buy one. That's nice. All right, Angus will ask. Angus will ask Ruth about her professional thing. Let's take a quick look inside.
So he watched my NHK show.
Oh,
And now he's got you here. So
Shigoto Kiso Ego.
Kisoego, Shigoto no Kisoego.
Shigoto no Kiso Ego.
And now we do easy Japanese for work. So everybody should watch it. We teach like easy Japanese.
Yeah, Ruth, they're asking you on the internet, what do you do?
I'm a consultant for revitalizing Japan through tourism. That's what my company, Jarman International, does.
And she does some NHK too.
Yeah, I'm on NHK World. It's a show called Easy Japanese for Work.
I was in a skit a couple of times when she was doing the. Do you remember me in the skit?
How are your acting skills?
They were really bad. I've been working with NHK since 2008. It's a really pretty little shop that he's made here. There's not anything up here on the hill, so when it's open, some everyday stuff for the neighbors, like curry rice, you see there? They have that there, and if you've forgotten some stuff, there's some soba noodles. There's also some mustard, some condiments, some ajinomoto, some spices, ryu, basil, some rice that you can microwave, things that you might need for cooking in a tight spot. You can just walk over here and pick it up. That's really nice. There's some salt, and then some vegetables in a little bakery that we bought. And there's some little things of ramen.
So this gentleman
Yeah.
is third generation, and this was a house that they always owned, and it was always a little local store. So he just decided to sort of change it up a bit. And you can see all the bamboo products, right? Because this
Yeah.
is the bamboo sort of art center, Sado.
Interesting. So they kept it in the family and keeping it running as a shop.
And his sister lives in Ibaragi, near where Jaya lives.
What? What? So like your neighbor by family neighbor. Interesting.
Would you like to try?
Yeah, let's get it out in the sunshine and let the gold glisten.
Okay, let me get my bag.
I've been eating a lot. You can see I hurt my knees and can't run as much. So the thing with Japan is it's very easy to put on weight if you're not running every day, and I haven't been able to do that. But you're looking at yourself in the selfie screen picture. It's makes you look a little bit bigger than you really are. We did have really good sake for dinner last night. I posted some stories on Instagram if you want to check it out. It's nice. This building's been 3 generations in it, and he's renovated it. It looks brand new. Look at the gold.
Yeah.
Did you ate the gold, didn't you?
I didn't. There's still.
Okay.
I don't know. Did
That's
I?
okay.
I hope I didn't eat it all.
This is a splattering.
It's so sweet. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Gold, because this is the road to the gold mine.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of gold in there.
It's so smart.
Yeah. This is mine.
Would you like that?
Oh, yes, please.
So this green is from matcha,
matcha.
or it could be.
Mm.
うん。
どうやって作るんですかこれ？
どうやって作る？生地にその抹茶を練り込んで、それでこうちょっとこうわざと開いて、最初はね全然割れすぎたり、割れなかったりしたんですけど、やっ
Telling how do you make it?
で金が入ってるのは最高だね。
そう
うん
うまくね、
ゴールデンサイズ
はい、そうです
なんか。ラッキーな気分にな
The
る。
little gold in there really brings it out.
どうもありがとう。
はい
ありがとうございます。
気をつけて。
I love this road. Just goes up to the gold mine?
I think this is an Akiya.
Oh, this is an Akiya here. Let me move back a little bit.
And this is the one where, can I explain? You tell them.
Yeah.
The walls are connected inside, so they share a wall. Somebody lives
Oh. So this one is an Akiya and this one isn't. This one is available. So if you're interested, you could actually try to purchase this. They do share a wall. There's no space in between them. Don't forget your water. This Akiya though shares a wall. So if you do any work, you have to be mindful that there's only one wall separating. Is there anything you could do with that? Maybe.
Pretty much do the work inside only, and then I guess you would have to discuss with your neighbor how you would fix it up. But I have actually went inside this one.
Okay.
It's very cool. It's really long, and there's like a little
Let's take a
area
look.
way out the back. I don't know if you can even see it all the way at the back.
For the concrete tile.
Oh, these are concrete tiles. Jaya said, so they're different. So they're heavier, right?
Do you see how long that is?
Well, this is long.
Yeah. So
That's a,
That's
sorry.
isn't it interesting?
Yeah, so from the front it looks really small, but then
Yeah.
you could have it. Got a second floor.
Yeah,
A loft
there's
area,
there's a second floor, and then it's kind of okay. All right, here we go into the interesting stuff. So a lot of the people that were considered anti-government in Kyoto were sent here from ancient times. So they built houses like they were in Kyoto. So some houses in Kyoto are built like this, where they're very long, and then there's like an open area in the back, like a nakaniwa kind of in the back. I don't know how to explain.
Someone just commented, yeah, like a machiya.
There you
Kyoto
go.
machiya.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Who
Yeah.
said that? Thank you so much.
Anjin-san 2020.
Anjin-san, thank you. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what did you say? Machiya?
Machiya.
So, machiya. So, the machiya style is here because people, erai, rich people from Kyoto were sent here.
So actually, this is a cheaper alternative than Kyoto. If you were interested in buying a machiya
Yes.
and renovating it, you come here instead of Kyoto.
Yes.
Oh, that's good information.
And it's not overrun with people.
Yeah, obviously, there's no people. It's like, look at the street. We're walking down the middle of the street and there's not a soul in sight.
But you saw that young guy who was so nice, right? So I get the feeling here that people are very ready to welcome
Oh, yeah,
newcomers.
People have been so friendly.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's baking his own bread and putting gold in it, they're looking for ways to attract people to come here. I like that. The street has a ton of Akiyas, so if you were to search the Akiya database here, you probably will come up with a lot of these. They do require, no, you wouldn't.
No.
They're
They're not listed.
unlisted.
They're not listed.
How do you know?
So you have to be connected with the people here to inquire about this. So that's why we're not really saying that you can immediately buy these, because the city itself hasn't really decided that that's exactly what they want to do, but they're very seriously thinking about it.
Now
So we would love to hear everybody's opinion, right?
So these here old houses, they have brand new cars in front of them. Were they Akiya, or are they just like third generation or fifth generation?
So these would have been continuously lived in.
They're continuously lived in, so probably passed down through generations. And instead of the family, people would go to university in Osaka or Tokyo, and they would never come back because their job was there. And then when their parents passed away, they wouldn't come back, and this house would collect dust and then be abandoned, and that's how they get lost. But sometimes families will come back. After a while, people don't want to work in Tokyo and Osaka. They come back to their hometown. And young people like the business owner that we just went into, he'll fix up his parents' house, right? This is an Akiya. And then start to rehabilitate the town. And you're gonna see maybe in like 5 years, maybe it'll be like these will be like trendy cafes, or there'll be brothels. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know.
Would this be one we're able to visit at some point?
Yes, yes. This is one of the ones I think that they're going to show us.
Okay.
This would be really cool.
Oh, inside of here? So we might be able to get a chance to go inside of here tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to spend the whole day like looking at Akiyas, inside Akiyas. That's what I've requested.
Yeah.
How many they show us, I'm not sure.
All right. Oh, there I am in the reflection. Jaya, there you are too. So give us a thumbs up if you want to see us show you the inside of this tomorrow. And Jaya, are you gonna make something for your channel too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
film stuff. I'm not doing anything live, but I'll...
He's not doing
try and
anything
get
live,
some,
but he's gonna get some. He's gonna put together something for the Tokyo Llama channel, and I'll have something for you live. And we're going up to the prison. Ha!
We'll be able to see it in like 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. And then we're gonna end the live stream in front of the prison. I'm gonna take the video of the prison, and then I think I'll try to upload it tonight in 4K. And it's all up to you. We got to get this video up to 1,000 likes by then. So definitely click the button. I want to bring you the old abandoned prison. Spooky. Very Very spooky. It's spooky. It's spooky, right? It's spooky. It's totally spooky. Abandoned prison. Where they did experiments. Did they do weird experiments on the prisoners?
No, I don't think
No, they didn't. Sorry. No weird experiments. What?
if I'm not mistaken, this is the one of the ones, that I have a feeling that they have renovated already.
Oh, this used to
is
be an Akiya.
They renovated it and they don't know what to do with it.
Ah.
So, I think I can think of a few things they could do with it.
Like what? Give us one idea.
Like have somebody come live here in half of it and then do an Airbnb on the other half.
Yeah.
Or things like that, right?
So, a renovated Akiya, and now they don't know what to do with it. Now it's become an
Ready.
Akiya again.
Someone could move in.
Wait a minute. So you're saying like this Akiya it was fixed up, and now it's an Akiya again?
Yeah, so no one so the city
What?
so the city fixed it up, but they don't know what to do with it. So they're wondering what to do with it. So what I would suggest, my personal opinion, is have somebody who loves this little town come live here and as they're living here fix up several of the other ones and start a little sort of Airbnb kind of, I don't know, machiya guest house, village.
How connected are you to your town in near Tokyo?
Yeah,
You can move out here to Sado.
Yeah, exactly.
Put some life into this puppy. Look at it. It's long on the outside and long in the back, isn't it? It's probably one big massive room. How much would it cost to live in there, do you think?
Live in here?
Yeah. What's the rent like in this area? It's interesting, yeah?
That big?
Yeah.
Probably 70,000 yen a month.
70,000. So under $700 a month for that entire house.
Yeah,
With the electricity. Does it have electricity? Oh, of course it does.
totally, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that what we would try to do is you would make enough off of the guest houses that you're operating that would pay for your rent there, right? 'Cause
Ah.
we really feel like having people come in is actually helping this town so much.
Yeah.
That's actually where they should use some of their resources to bring people in who would do that kind of thing.
I agree. You know the kind of person, there's not a lot of jobs here, right?
Right.
You know what kind of person who would live here?
Who?
YouTuber.
A YouTube.
A YouTuber would live here. Seriously, you get a lot of material. You can make your own adventures. What do you think? Any YouTubers out here? Any YouTubers out here want to come? No?
Well, yeah, you could start a YouTube channel. It could be
Start a
future-
YouTube. You
future
could start one, right? There you go. This is an Akiya here. This one? All right, this one right here is an Akiya. Gosh, I wish YouTube app team would enable the wide lens. I don't know. This isn't the wide lens. It's hard to tell. Yeah, look at the windows are the windows are kind of like taped up there. This doesn't look like an Akiya. I like this. The guy has a lot of motorcycles, and because maybe his love of motorcycles, there's a little garage to this building. It's nice. We have a very rare day for those joining us. We're in Niigata Prefecture on the Sea of Japan side. This is Sadogashima, an island 60 minutes by jet foil away from the mainland. And we're looking at Akiya, which are abandoned houses in an old part of the town on the west side called Aikawa Town. And Ruth is here. She's a consultant, and she's helping the area, especially their abandoned house problem. And we're getting a chance tomorrow to look at it, and you're going to join us. So you definitely want to subscribe and click the thumbs up. Make sure you don't miss any of these live streams, because tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun going inside of the abandoned house. This is a post office. Ruthie, I can't believe they have a post office here. It's closed because it's Sunday, but that is a post office. Full working post office with an ATM and everything inside of it. And on the top of it, someone's living here. Someone's living over the post office. That's so cool. That's the Aikawa Jomachi something ba post office. They have a full working post office up here.
Examples of two Akiya that have been successfully renovated.
Okay, successfully
So,
renovated Akiya. Got
This
it.
one here on the left is now like a cafe, and they also show movies and stuff here.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, look, it's got now showing. And we're supposed to whisper. This is a problem for me. I don't think I can enter. I'm way too loud for this place. Jaya, you can enter. You don't speak a lot. Gotta go inside. You guys, be quiet out there too. Be quiet. Ruth. I didn't even have to offer her $5. She's just going in there.
You're showing a film apparently.
Ruth's went in there. Hi, YouTuber 大丈夫ですか？すいません。
大人気の YouTuber ですね。
I'm not that 人気。
東京ですね。彼はそうオンリーインジャパンをやってるんですけど、ここ元空き家ですか
？This was an Akiya. This has been renovated from an Akiya to turn into like a local cinema.
It was built in Showa 10年代, so that would be
1920. 1920. Oh, very good. 1920s this was built. All right, let's go take a quick look inside.
Yeah, look, they have that big movie machine right there.
Oh, check that out. What
Yeah.
is that? Do you see that? That is massive.
That's the old style for the movie theaters.
All right, let's get a quick look in here. Gotta take our shoes off. So,
Yeah. 大丈夫。
大丈夫ですよ。
オーストラリア、アメリカ、ハワイ。私は Thank you.
ありがとう。Thank you.
ごめんね、面倒ですよね。
あ、大丈夫。ブーツは大変だね。
帰りたくなくなるからね。ちょっとよかったらこっちがシネマスペースなんです。
お、シネマスペース。
シネマ
Sometimes boots don't fit well. Okay. All right, thank you.
So this is an Akiya. So this was originally.
Wow, we're inside of an abandoned house that's been renovated.
Renovated.
Hi. Whoa!
They made it into a movie theater.
Look at this movie theater, guys.
Look at all the zabutons. They're so cute.
明るくしてますけど、真っ暗にしてシネマスペース。
これも
Ah, so they close the curtains and it becomes dark in here to show cinema.
And
How
they took
cool is
tatami-
that?
They took all the tatami out, so they made it wood flooring.
Ah, right. It
Which is
used
what
to
Jaya
be
did.
tatami. Jaya is also not into tatami. It's very hard to care for that. And I want to see a movie here. Oh, look, you can see in front here, in front of the screen. I could see myself coming here with Kanai on date night and just hanging out with a bunch of people, laughing at a movie.
Can I say?
Do it.
So this used to be 2 rooms in the house. The area you see a little bit beyond this divider was the outside hallway. So that would have been outside.
Oh, this marker being doors would close
Yes.
and there would be a 1 meter gap between the two.
Yeah,
Now
and
it's
then
all
they
been
would
opened
have-
up.
They would also have like sliding doors on that side so you could open it up in the summer if you wanted to. It's a good way to insulate your house.
Jaya, this is what you're doing too, right? You're taking out the corridor, your ninja passageway.
No, we're keeping the corridor.
Okay.
The front corridor we're keeping along the windows.
Interesting.
We're just a back corridor.
You see the railings for what was a shoji door,
Yeah.
one of the paper doors, sliding paper
Exactly.
doors, and now they've taken them out, and it increases the size of it.
And this room would have been the place where you welcome guests. So this would have been the room where it's tatami and you have your guests here. And if you look up here, that's the former place where the kamidana little
Oh, yeah.
shrine would have been.
神棚ではないか
kamidana ではない。これ、
神棚ではないこれはただの仕切り
No, it's the
あ、仕切り
movie.。
あ、
細かいと思うんですけど、ここも多分まあ襖が
そうですよね。そうですよね。
小さく間取りで2部屋とあとここちょっとこう
そう。
なんていうんだ縁側的な
Ah, yeah.
So I was wrong. It wasn't the kamidana, but when you go to the old houses, you can usually find the kamidama, former
Where it used
kamidama
to be,
place where
right?
the little shrine
Same
was.
with your house
My
too.
kamidana was here.
Okay.
Was up
We're
there.
keeping one of these rooms as tatami,
Yes.
and the other one will be wood flooring.
Yeah. Interesting. So you see some similarities between your house and this one.
The structure is the same as my house.
Okay. So the purpose of the Japanese homes are typically the same no matter where.
Yeah, the windows and the hallway.
Interesting. I like what they've done with this. This
And
is
it's,
so
I
genius.
really like it. It's totally genius.
And
And
the-
they've used the closet space here, right?
Oh yeah, they
This
use
is
it.
all closet. This was all closet space where you would keep your futons.
Right.
And now they've opened it up to put storage for blankets for people's needs for watching the movie and.
Fascinating. I like how they put the projector up here because there's no other place to put it.
Right. That's why I thought
That
it
would
was.
be yeah, it's genius. And I'm very interested to see this old.
こっちがねカフェスペース。
This looks like the ticket window, right?
So this was always the kitchen.
Oh
This was
my
probably
word.
always the kitchen.
Oh my word! I've never seen
So
old
this,
ones like this before.
yeah, so this projector was from the cinema in the center of town. It was a big cinema, but they knocked that down and they rescued the projector.
Wow. Do they still work?
Don't,
It's Japan made. Look, Inose.
Inose is the name of the company that made these. Look at the parts on these things. This is really,
This is typical Japanese plaster walls too.
yeah. And you can see here's a newer projector, but these projectors probably go back to like the early 20th century or something. Must be. I don't know. I've never seen them so big just to produce the light bright enough to make a beam. Here's another one in the side. Looks like almost like a medical equipment. To me, it looks like some sort of medical equipment, but these are movie projectors.
And this white plaster is also quite traditional in Japan. They have the
Yeah.
plaster on the
this is
wall.
shikui.
Shikui, shikui. They
Shikui.
have it in Okayama and Kurashiki. If
Oh,
you go to
right.
Kurashiki.
It's
The old
it's lime-
warehouses in
yeah, it's
Kurashiki.
lime-based.
Yeah, lime based.
ここがねカフェスペースです。こっちがシネマスペース。これ
Hopefully the signal holds up, guys. Sorry if the signal drives down a little bit.
That is so rare to have some glass,
Glass.
in the shoji door.
I have never seen
is
this before.
original. This is totally original.
I've never seen that before. Glass inside of the paper shoji. Whoa! Look what they've done with this room. Hi. YouTube ですすみません I am sorry. Look at this bookshelf that they've made. Outstanding.
大変だったんですか？その直したりとかする。
そうですね。あのね。
So they've renovated this old abandoned house and turned it into a cinema, and I guess it would be like a cultural center. You can just take a book and read it in this cafe, and they've turned it into a cafe. You can see here's some tables to sit there. You can get a coffee, or I smell some curry, so they're probably serving curry rice in here. And there's little antiques that they have as well around here, which make it add a lot of personality to it.
They use the sewing machine.
A machine, yeah. Oh, look at that. These are old sewing machines. You see, the tables are made.
And they even have it written, like the original
これが
writing.
ね、
あー
日本の米農家によくあるんですけど、
はい
The name of the company.
があります
はい
そこにもみ殻
And
を
there's
入れて
some
もみ殻を
LP, some records down there.
米が外へ出ないようにこう一枚ストーンストーンストーンストーンって言って蓋代わりにしてる板なんです。
Eh?
だからね、米の収納庫
It's used for when they store the rice. The covers for the places where they store the rice. すごい面白いか
Fukusuki.
なラジオも。
Says it's backwards there.
これね、中抜いて中に作り足し込んでる
It's got a really muffled sound from the speakers of this radio, but it still works. It's nice. It's on, isn't it?
これ they've carved out the inside, the original inside, and they've put a speaker inside.
Oh,
the back.
okay. So
So they have the original.
they took the guts out and put it on
Yeah,
another
yeah.
speaker. I would have done the same thing.
でも聞こえてるみたいでしょラジオから
聞こえるけどね。あー、カフェですか？
キッチンも面白いよね。そのつなぐ壁、それを改めて建てたんですか？
これもともとはここがお風呂場だったんです。あ、そうなんだ。で、お風呂場だから中タイルだったのね。だからタイル張りは
Cheesecake,
火元を飲食店にするには結構ほら火元をね、防火タイルつくしなきゃなんないんだけど、そういう意味ではここ楽にできて、ここお風呂場だったんですね、もともと。
お風呂場。
はい。で、ここにね、
でここに
あどうぞ
住んでからですか？
回収は
っていうか住んでるんですか？
住んで
この
はいません。
住んでない。
Doesn't live here. Sorry. So they have a vegetable curry, and I guess that's the main dish, and then some snacks and juices.
It's
nice. I love curry rice.
これ石鹸取ってとか
you can come here for dinner. It's very reasonably priced. Just $6 for some curry rice, and a coffee is about $3, so less than $10. There's the kitchen inside there.
Okay,
It's a nice new looking kitchen too, isn't it?
John.
Yeah.
So this was the little window. That was the bathroom, and this was the little window where somebody says, "Give me some soap," or. And then this was.
外じゃないけど外みたい
This was outside, and that was where they heated up the bath. That was
Oh, right there.
that was the little chimney place where they put the wood in to
This one,
heat the
this
bath.
one area here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that must open down at the bottom.
So these are things that are obsolete now for everyday life, but they've found a way to live around it or even use it in another way. It's interesting.
あ、すまなくてここで。いいよいいよ。
Interesting. And you see the reels up there.
だってこれもでしょ。これ。
I love it. I love it. What do you think, Jaya?
いいねそれで。
Often people ask me about my place whether we were going to turn it into a cafe or restaurant. A lot of people assumed that that's what we were going to be doing, but actually living in it. A lot of people are doing this, and it's really cool.
It
Yeah.
is very cool.
So you can
follow
take
a few on
Akiyas, not
Instagram.
just live in the Akiya, but you can also renovate it and create it and turn it into a business like this. This is another reason to live here. There's so much more now when there's stuff to do here.
Look at the little sink. It's so cute.
Oh, at the end of the hall, there's a sink. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's go look at the bathroom.
This is the. Oh, it's nice. Airy, you can see. They've constructed walls here, but typically the bathrooms would have a lot of air. They'd be outside and cold, so the smell would stay outside. Beautiful. お邪魔しました。
またゆっくり来ます。
なんか前にもいらっしゃったことあります？
そうです。一回荻野さんと一緒にこの上、荻野さん、北上さん、観光協会の方々と一緒に回って、はい、よろしくお願いします。
Oh, that was nice.
That was really, really nice.
One last look at the cinema here. See the movie theater, the screen is in the back there. Beautifully what they've done with this room. I think it's giving Jaya some ideas, huh? I'd love to see a cinema. We'll all come over to your place.
My second floor. I'm going to make dinner.
Oh, seriously?
No, but good.
You could.
これお客さんからのサウナみかんのおすすめ。
Oh, wow.
どうもありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Sado Mikan.
Arigato. Mikans from the island here.
Nice.
Here you go, Lucy.
Okay, thank you.
はい、ありがとうございます。
I'll put it in my bag. And then we just a few more steps up, and we can see the wall of the prison.
Oh, right. Okay. We've been going on for an hour and a half.
Yeah, sorry, it's really fun. So much to see.
The office that we talked to said, "Oh, it only takes 30 minutes to get to the top." They didn't realize who they were dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes me an hour just to put on my shoes. I can't do it with one hand. Can you hold the gimbal when you get
Okay,
your?
I'll put my shoes.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. Just hold it there.
all right.
Do your work. 1, 2.
What time is it, I wonder?
Probably 1 or 2.
No, 'cause-
12:41.
good, because I have to be back by 2.
Oh, so maybe you should leave and not do the prison. We'll do the prison. Oh, okay.
Oh no, we'll do the prison. I can leave halfway through.
We're gonna do the abandoned prison. All right, let's get out of here. That was nice. This is a renovated abandoned house, everybody, and I like that because she doesn't live here, right? She
No,
said she.
does, but I think she lives up the street because I met her and her husband when they were renovating their place just up the street on the right.
She should be a YouTuber.
Yeah. Okay. But see, the good thing about this is that you have people who've already done it living here. So you have all these people who can give you good advice.
Yeah. Shortcut has a 9 by 16 foot movie screen in your backyard. You could definitely move here, create a cinema. But if you moved here, you'd have a competing cinema. So you'd have to play racier movies or something and get people to come in here. Yeah. Yeah. Jaya's still in there. There he comes. All right, we're making our way up there. That was nice. And she gave us some local mekons. Oh, so this is an Akiya as well, another abandoned house. This could be yours if the price is right. You can tell pretty much because you can just look through the windows and you see it's not kept. The soji paper, the sliding doors there, the paper's just coming off of it and it hasn't been maintained at all. So you know that it's probably been abandoned. We're walking up. You can see the ocean on the horizon down there. We've been walking for the last hour and a half all the way up the hill, and we're almost there. Thanks for sticking with us. The last thing you're gonna see in a couple of minutes is the old abandoned prison, which was an operation from 1954 to 1972. And the thing with this prison is that it's still in the original state as it was left in 1972. It's pretty creepy. This would be a perfect location for a movie. There's still a lot of artifacts in there too. Konnichiwa. Oh, so this is under renovation.
あ、そうですね。一応直してたんですけど。
先日ちょうど私通りまして。ねえ。
So they're turning this one right now. It's still being worked on, but it'll be a cafe soon. But it's nice. You see, people are already starting to buy up the Akiya here and turn it into something special.
So this is a couple doing it themselves.
Oh wow.
They're doing 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so also here on this side of the street.
They're working on it. You can tell.
Yeah. They're definitely working on it right there.
That down there on the right is also another Akiya that they fixed, but they don't know what to do with.
The one there at the end of the ending for the roof there. Slates.
John, here we are.
Jai's making friends.
See that big wall?
Yeah. Oh, that's at the prison?
Yep.
It's prison is fascinating to me. I've been reading a little bit online. There's very little information in English on it, but it's a rare prison because it's made of wood.
Okay.
How do you make a prison out of wood? People can just like break through it, right?
Yes.
Well, they didn't think of that back in the 1950s. They just needed a place to store the prisoners. And it shut down in 72 and they moved back to the mainland.
I think that this was like a temporary holding prison. It wasn't where
Yeah.
people stay a long time.
Temporary holding prison. It's free to enter because it's a prison. Exit will cost you 5. No, I'm kidding. It's free.
This is also an Akiya here.
On the corner of the prison.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It was.
Little scary like roof for some reason over there. That's scary.
That's pretty creepy. Like,
Scary.
what are they? It's like they put their kids out there for if they were bad. Some stories here that I do not want to know. But this is also an Akiya abandoned house that's available across the street from the abandoned prison. And it's not a medical prison where they did experiments on inmates. It's not that kind of prison. Just saying, because if it was, it might be a little bit. You have some freaky people wanting to buy that place. All right, and this is where we're going to be ending the live stream, everybody. Thumbs up for you. That's the prison.
And there's a big bird flying above telling you, you better watch out.
That's that bird that likes to eat dead animals, isn't it? What do you call them? Buzzards. Seriously, what is that?
It's a tombi.
That's a tombi? Hawk. It's not a buzzard. It's circling us. I think it doesn't think we have much time left.
Yeah.
It's Tony Hawk?
I
Or is
wanna
that Toby?
say thank you for everybody really learning about this place with us. What an exciting part of Japan.
Did you make a friend?
Yeah, he showed me the inside of his cafe. The
Oh, cool.
renovations. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Well,
Really open, a nice natural wood feel. It's going to look really good when it's done.
I think so. They're really putting a lot of love into it, and I think when you renovate a project, just like your house, you have to put a lot of love into what you do, and people are gonna want to come and see this cafe. I think in a few weeks, a few months when it opens. I figure.
It's such a nice street.
It's so quiet too. So that's the prison, Jaya. This is where you'll be staying tonight. This is what you think I'm joking? I am. But we're gonna do this. I'm gonna film this in 4K and upload this tonight as a stream, not a live stream, and we'll get a chance to look at it. And tomorrow, Jaya and I and Ruth are gonna be back. We're gonna be back on live through these abandoned houses, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and Jaya's gonna take a look and see what the state of these abandoned houses are. He's not a professional abandoned house fixer-upper, but you are now, sort of.
Well, yeah, I'm learning as I go.
Learning as you go. So, but I have no skills at all in this, so your input's very greatly appreciated. And we're gonna get also. Will there be somebody with us to give us information?
Yes.
I'm very, very interested. I asked yesterday in a live stream when we were coming here if I could get some feedback from you on questions that you thought were very interesting or pertinent, or if you were interested in coming here to get a Akiya house, if you wanted to live here. What did you need to do? Those are some of the things we're going to answer tomorrow in the live stream, probably around the same time.
Yeah, probably around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time as now, sometime between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's usually when I do live streams. And we'll answer your questions live. And you can ask and do catch ball with us live by asking questions. And Jai will be here to give some input, and I'll be here to make really tasteless bad jokes that nobody listens to. And Ruth will be here to sing.
And I'll be here to sing.
No, please, no, don't. It's all right. Smash the like button, guys. Do subscribe and make sure you click always so you don't ever miss a live stream. Instagram has notifications as well as Patreon, so you might want to support there. Thank you, Jaya, for joining us on this trip for the next. We still got 48 hours to go. What's your channel called?
Tokyo Llama.
Tokyo Llama. Ruth, do you have a YouTube channel?
Jarman International, kind of. But
Her
not really.
consulting company is called Jarman International.
You can look at our Facebook page. That would be nice. Jarman International.
You can check out her Facebook pages. She does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She's multi-talented.
I don't know if anybody remembers Hana, but she's in charge of our Facebook page.
Can I tell you what your relationship is to Hana?
I'm her mom.
That's Hana's mom. I was like, that's Hana's mom right there. Hana, if you're watching, and she does because she puts a table of contents in all the videos.
Okay.
Hana, you've been watching for now 100 minutes, and now you discovered that that's your mom.
Yes.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, Hana's watching right now.
Hi, Hana.
Hana's watching right now. Hana, why? What are you doing up so late? She's on New York time, right? What are you doing up so late?
Yeah.
Hana, Hana's watching. So your mom's in prison. Sorry about that, Hana. Yeah, we'll let her out. Or should we? Or should we not? You let us know, Hana. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll be back tonight in a stream that I'll upload, and then tomorrow in another stream from Akiya. Thanks, and see you next time. The last 5 seconds of Ruth in prison.